Tess? I'm just
Probably on
curious.
that same field trip in third grade that I don't remember.
Yeah, that's fair. I went there, I was like 15, and I only kind of remember it. So,
Yeah. I just, happened to live 20 minutes away from New York City, so it was a no-brainer like, "Oh, field trip. We're going to go to Ellis Island."
We always just went to
Recording in progress.
Hi,
thank you,
Claire.
Claire.
What's up, Claire?
We always just went to Shark Reef, which is an aquarium, but it's in the middle of a casino. It's a good time.
Well, as long as
Let's
the money
say-
goes to the aquarium.
Let's say hi to our Twitch fam, and I'll do a test.
Hello,
Yeah.
Twitch fam.
Hello,
gang.
Twitch
All-
fam.
All 2 viewers, one of which I'm sure is Jeff.
I'm
And then-
going to get in there.
Yeah,
I'm getting in there.
I'm getting there now. We're gonna
We
contribute
just
to our
doubled our
audience.
viewership.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, actually, I'm not getting in there. My friend is playing Nancy Drew. I am going to watch that, actually. See you guys later.
That's reasonable. That's absolutely
yeah.
fair.
All right. I get it.
No, I'm just kidding.
I hope everyone's going.
Yeah, everyone's going.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's going.
I want to give a quick shout out to Nico666 for the follow we received about 5 days ago. I'm fairly certain that Nico666 is a coworker of mine. So thank you,
So happy to
Nico.
have him.
Thanks,
Yeah.
What's
Nico.
up, Nico?
Appreciate
Cool
you
guy.
being here.
Cool guy alert.
Cool
Wee
guy.
woo, wee woo.
Yeah. I don't have an alert set up, but yeah, cool guy alert.
Mm.
Welcome to this week's episode, everyone. I hope you had a good pair of weeks. It's been a long set of 2 weeks for me.
It's been a pair of weeks.
It's been a pair of weeks. I tried to go get that man that oils for my mustache. Didn't work out. They were all sold out. All right, let me do the intro here. We are the host for your show. I am the dungeon master for this adventure as we're playing Dungeons and Dragons, and we're here to have a good time. Our X is meaning that we do not bring them into the campaign. Our children in peril, depiction of gore, slavery, sexual assault, and our veils, meaning that we just allude to or fade to black are body horrors or feces. I want to thank our players for being here. I want to thank Tess, Jeff, and as you can see there.
Oh, yes, for the listener, we all non-verbally expressed our greetings.
And you know what I forgot to do was retweet and send this into the various groups that I am in.
Oh,
So
yeah.
talk amongst
yeah,
yourselves for
yeah.
like 2 minutes.
I'll help you post the Twitch link around.
Appreciate.
Self promo.
As literally one of my bosses has started saying preach.
That's honestly solid.
It is pretty solid, and I think it originated from me accidentally cutting myself off in the middle of appreciate it, and he just kind of ran with it.
Start of a movement.
The Preach movement.
The preach movement.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta be grateful.
I posted that in all the usual discords.
There we go. Perfect. All right. So we're going to be returning our adventure with the Wayward Vagabonds, which is the free company that our players play in. Jeff, do you have your notes? And then we'll go over a quick recap.
Yes. Would you like me to share them with you privately or just go over them?
I mean, if you want to go, that's fine.
There's a big tree outside the mayor's house. It is shady. Then a snooper got Susie Ann's attention. The team rolls up in their building. Turns out it's a safe house suspiciously near the mayor's place. Crescent Moon Inn makes the payments. Barnaby Sims is a person. Oh, I think maybe important in the Crescent Moon group. And the person we interviewed is John Chairmat. We invented a company called Manly Oils for your mustache. There's the eclipse sign on the Crescent Moon Inn. We traded shots with the bartender. Ven and Susie got pretty tipsy. The bartender spilled about the secret area down in the basement. Barnaby Sims is down there. Ven and Gary go down and confront her. Susie Ann hides in the stairwell. Barnaby and the group make a plan to do a crime later. We get the bartender's name. It's Stewart. Susie gets a hand crossbow, stealth clothes, and a vial of body shock poison. Next time, chat with Vindraco. I didn't know
Yep.
if that was Vindraco with a C or with a G, like
With a C.
Ninjago. Okay.
So yeah, in that case, the mayor is the mayor of Amarillo, the town you're currently in. His name is Thomas Vendraco, and he has tasked you with trying to stop the stealing of essentially like holy dirt, because unlike the dirt in the area, it can actually grow plants for people to eat food with. You had confronted Lady Barnaby Malay Sims, who or just Lady Malays, who is the one you talked to in the den, and you've been contracted by her to help steal more of the like special dirt, basically. It was going to happen at 11 p.m. in front of Fantasy 7-Eleven. I would like to do a follow-up joke where we do a normal thing of the second best thing is the best thing, but I mean what is the AM PM? Do you know what an AM PM is?
No idea.
Okay, never mind.
You got the AM PM. You got your
Shell, but in the desert.
your gas station convenience stores.
Texron? I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, you were meeting up with them at 11 p.m. that night to steal more of the holy dirt, which out of context does sound weird.
Yeah.
And admittedly, in context, a little weird too. But so here we are. It's about middle of the day, so we're not going to quite time skip yet. Were there anything you all wanted to do before the mission tonight? Any resource gathering, information gathering, and basically any prep or anything you wanted to do?
I already got my lantern, so I'm good.
Okay.
Did we want to check in with the mayor before we go? Or is that already on the docket?
Yes, we should talk to the mayor. Should we tell him we're having this meeting?
I would remind just a quick reminder that the mayor asked you for discretion. So like it's still fine to talk to him for reference, but like people aren't supposed to be knowing about you
So
trying to get
only
this.
one of us maybe would go talk to him.
That's up to you
Yeah.
all.
And I don't know how many specifics he wants, because if he knows something's happening and doesn't do anything about it, that's not ideal either.
Yeah. I guess the question here is, who of the three of us has the most grace to give as many details as needed to this mayor?
Just
Oh,
says
it's
Susie Ann.
of course.
I was gonna say, yeah. It sounds like a job for Susie Ann.
I
Truly.
figure I'll dress up like a servant and go to the back door and just pass the message along through a servant, like on a piece of paper or something.
I want to say this is the second or third time that Susie Ann has tried to do things in disguise. I think she just wants to be the special agent of like a 007 novel
Absolutely.
or Mission Impossible. Okay. So she gets dressed up and she drops us a note. I don't need the specifics per se, but what does the note say, like in general?
Are we telling him everything, or do we not trust him, and so we're?
I think that, like Tess said, we should give him just enough that he knows what we're doing, but not give him any specifics about the job.
Okay, but like we're having a secret meeting somewhere, not
We've got a
necessarily
lead
where.
tonight. We're meeting with someone who may, yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that's what
quick,
she does.
all right, quick shout to Might Bean PC on Twitch. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
What's up, Might Bean?
Okay, so the note is just saying that you're meeting up with them tonight, right? How much, what, how much of that information are you giving? Like, are you talking about this group organization, or are you just saying you have a meetup at 11?
I think that's it, right? It's like we're getting close to the dirt people.
Yeah. We're on the trail.
My new folk band is going to be called the Dirt People. All right. All right, just trying to get like a scope here. All right, so is there anything else you all want to do during the day up until the heist?
I don't think so.
I don't think
Not me,
so.
at least.
Okay. 11 p.m. rolls around. You're meeting in front of Fantasy 7-Eleven. Most everything is closed, so they do have some street lamps going. It is the like the wick lantern ones they have just on poles basically. Um on the side of it, as you walk up, you hear psst, psst.
Okay. I walk towards it.
All right,
I'll
you're
stay
going to
on
see
the perimeter within line of sight.
I'll go with Gary. I mean,
all
a little
right.
bit behind, but yeah.
All right. From the shadows as you walk towards them, you're gonna notice John Chairmat. Hi guys. They're gonna meet you here. I'm your liaison.
Well, it's good to see you again, Mr. Chairmat.
It's good to see you too. I've been doing badly things like mustache care.
Very important.
Oh,
Very important.
yes.
I don't know why I'm sticking to this bit. I apologize for a reference. This, uh, we're good. So in about 10 minutes, uh, lady's gonna arrive, and she'll give you the breakdown of the plan.
Sounds good.
Do you, do you need anything? I can get you some gums for this Fantasy 7-Eleven.
Is there a reason why we could not go in ourselves and get... I mean, if you're offering to buy gum...
No, it's just be friendly to coworkers, you know?
That is very personable of you.
That's-
I think I would take some gum. How about you?
Can I have a brisk iced tea?
I would like to do an insight check. See if
All
this
right.
guy's up to something.
All right, go ahead. Real quick. Joe's gonna look over at Gary and like, I was that's not good, but all right. I could buy you.
You said, is there anything that you want?
Well, right. Well, usually gum is just like 50, like a few copper, but you're asking for like a silver. It's fine. It's fine.
Well,
Okay.
I thought about asking for a hot dog, and so it could be much worse. I think a brisk tea is the least we could do.
It's fine. I'll be right back.
That's a fine gentleman right there.
That's a good man. John Chairmat, who would have thought?
Let's see how much money we can get him to spend on us.
Oh, yeah.
They're running that grift. What did you roll on your inside there?
15.
I'm
Go ahead.
I'm also gonna go over and make sure my horse is well fed.
All
There's a
right.
trough over there. He's hitting it.
Yeah, you can be paying 4 copper to the pound of hay. No, I'm joking. From your insight, you could tell it seemed more like John finds the situation probably a little awkward and is trying to like both A, cut the tension, and B, not be present while cutting the tension.
Okay, good.
After a bit after John leaves, coming from one of the back areas, you're going to see Lady Malay is similar to how she looked prior, but instead of less of the more extravagant attire, she's wearing simpler black and blues. And a just like simple hood that is going over her head. And she's like, "Well, are you all ready for your mission?"
I'd say so.
Absolutely.
All right.
Do you think we are?
I guess we're gonna find out. Here's the plan. Susie, you're
Oh, she's across the street with her crossbow.
you're I gotta ask, is Susie
Call me
hiding?
over.
Is Susie attempting
No.
to hide?
I'm in
No.
plain sight, line of
standoffish.
sight through the park or wherever they are.
She's like, your trigger happy friend there is gonna take from the rooftop and spot for any incoming possible hostiles.
Okay. I'm gonna attempt to signal that to Susie. Yeah.
For our audio listeners, when that eventually comes, Jeff is signaling shoot bow at thing.
Yeah.
From up.
Up.
From up, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I have a criminal background, so I'm assuming I know how to do that discreetly.
Right. He's gonna look over at Gary. I'm suddenly spacing. Did you all introduce yourselves by your actual names?
I think we did, yeah.
Okay. Gary, you're going to be the lookout at the floor level.
Got it.
Then you're coming with me.
Well, all right.
And
I look at the other two. I'm like, okay.
I know you will all have your backup. Can I get a why is everything out of place? Because I have poor organization skills. That's why. Can I get a perception check from everyone?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask if I could get a vibe check there.
Yeah.
Vibe check, just roll whatever you feel like.
I feel like that's
21.
perception.
19.
It's 14.
And who here had dark vision? I know that Tess, you should. Yeah, there we go. So around you, you will notice that there are 3 other people. Unlike Lady Malay's, they are they have a similar attire, but their faces are hidden behind gray masks that have the similar like eclipse right here on the middle of the forehead, and what for eyes is like what looks like half moons, but like crescents, but the pins, whatever you want to call them, the arch bends down basically. Like you each be assigned somebody to help you in your job. This is going to be very delicate, so we need to make sure that we get in and out and get the items without alerting anybody. But if things go wrong, that's why I need you two. And she's going to be looking at Gary and Susie. Or in this case, she's going to look over at Gary and then just glance over at Susie, who's standing at the distance. And Susie acknowledges by pointing up.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions before we begin?
When do we get a cool hood?
It's a good question.
I did not expect that, to be perfectly honest. As the DM, I did not expect that. It's just like, I didn't think you'd want a cool hood. This is a very like faction specific
Lady
attire.
Malaise. Lady Malaise. We are doing a criminal crime this evening. I would like to maintain some anonymity.
And we're on
Oh.
a team.
Okay. I guess I can get John Chermat to go get some cloaks.
He's
Um,
gonna love that. Yeah.
it's gonna delay the mission by like 20 minutes. And then you see John come back from, you hear the sound of the bell from the door opening. He's like, I got they were out of brisk, but they did have like the brand tea. Do you want the brand? It's brand tea, green tea, lemonade. Um, and I got the hot dog. Um,
Oh,
yeah, even in a fantasy kingdom, this doesn't sound particularly good. Um, but uh, did you want the gum? Susie, did you want the gum?
you want gum?
Definitely need gum when you're on a marksman mission.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
If there is sweet tea, grab that one. If not, I will take the green.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. I'll be right back. And then Lady Malaise is giving me like, John, just get the items and go get some cloaks. Oh, okay.
I wouldn't say no to a wineskin either.
I was really making more of a point about the hot dog thing when he complained that the brisk was too expensive, but that does sound good now.
Hey, listen, the man's getting you a hot dog. You better appreciate it.
I do appreciate it. Plus, the last thing we want on a mission is a stomach growling. That'll derail the entire evening.
You want to keep your mind on the mission. If all you think about is the hot dog, you're
Exactly.
yeah,
Now, I got to keep these pipes oiled.
and that oil is sweet tea. All right. After a few minutes, Sean's gonna give you all your items and then come back with like a set of cloaks. It's like I bought the masks. I think they're kind of cool. Do you want the masks? It's got the little slits so you can see through them.
Yeah, let me put that on. Give me the big one.
Well, they're kind of all around the same size. So here you go.
I don't think I'll wear a mask, so if you need the extra material, you can absolutely use mine.
I'll definitely take a mask.
All right. I was gonna say that for reference, Ven and Susie, you're gonna blend in fine with the group. Because of your height, though, Gary, you will be standing out as the cloak does not drape down toward your feet. It's more like shin level.
Okay.
It is sweet tea is to diabetes. I agree, lady. Sorry, Lady Malaise, the actual Lady Malaise that I took the name from is in chat. Hi, lady.
What's up, lady?
So everyone's got their disguise. It's like, all right, are you all ready to begin, or do you need gum? Do you need any?
I'm squared away on the gum front.
Now that you mention it, I would love. I'm just kidding.
I think we're good, right? Yeah, I think we're okay.
All right, let's start. So, she takes you over to what is a compound. Now, what you will notice is a few things. One, this compound is officially ran. It has heraldry posted on the side of it of that of the Church of Lumira itself. And standing in front and in patrols are paladins. Now, I'm going to use the term paladins here, meaning the job, not the class. Right? These are holy warriors of the church. Right? They're not necessarily like oath paladins or whatever. Surrounding this area, because this warehouse does take a good amount of area of the town. There are some flat topped buildings, which is where they're gonna have Susie posted at. Gary, you're gonna be acting as like on the ground lookout in the same way that Susie's at the top. So they're gonna have you like chilling next to one of the businesses near the compound.
All right.
Looking over at Ven, was like, and you're gonna be coming with me and this person, pointing at one of the other people. We're gonna go in through the sewers.
All right. I introduce myself to the third person without using my last name because I'm not really sure what's happening here, but I want to be kind.
Right.
All right, to the sewers it is.
All right. Going to the bit further from the building, they're going to open up the latch and open up the manhole cover, whatever you want to call it, and they'll like uh uh the the person who's not Lady will go down first, and then Lady will present begging you to go down.
Um, all right, if there's a little ladder, I will shimmy down that ladder.
All right. As you get down there, she follows pursuit, and she's like, "All right, so we have to be very careful here." Um, they have. Oh, hey, hi, Vendraco. Welcome to the chat.
Nice.
Uh, no, you'll be judged by TSR Paladin standards. Yeah, this town does have a sewer system. It's probably because the town is the richest in the area. Don't worry, it's all good.
Very good.
Oh, sorry, my coat. So, there are going to be a series of traps on our way there, so you need to make sure that you keep your eye out. This is going to be a dangerous mission. Are you ready, Ven?
Absolutely. Can I do a kind of perception investigation, see if I can see anything right now, or how far we're planning on going? Anything odd?
Go ahead and give me a perception, just to start off with.
All right. That is another 14. Rolling 12s today.
You will notice that for the area in which this is resides in, which is a more industrious area, this as far as sewer standards go, not that you're an expert or anything, but it's surprisingly clean for a sewer. You'd expect more here, more like chemical runoff, or I guess it'd be industrial runoff. Excuse me. You expect more industrial runoff of some kind coming to the area, but this looks almost pedestrian.
Yeah, more of a hallway than the system. Yeah, okay.
All right. And she's like, sorry, my speech impediment is catching up with me. You proceed forward.
Okay. Absolutely. I got my hoop buck up just in case. Are the other two have their weapons at the ready, or are they pretty casual?
They have their like hands on their weapons. They don't have it like pulled out or anything. They just got it ready in case they need to.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do the same, the Y shape towards the ground, ready to if needed.
All right. Real quick to shift the scene. Susie, can I get a perception check from you? And can I get one from Gary as well?
Yeah. Seven.
That's a 10 for me. I'm going to run and grab my glasses.
Sorry, I for some reason really want to burp. I'm trying. That'd be terrible
Do
audio.
it.
That'd be terrible audio.
Yeah, you already had to put up with my buzzer going, so it's like, you're already
bad.
playing for second place.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Gary, you're not going to see a whole lot currently. You will see some movement in the distance. But Susie, from your because you have dark vision and because you're height advantage, you're actually going to notice like a contingency of like a small unit of paladins walking up towards the warehouse as we speak. And like fully clad in armor and everything.
We should have some way of signaling Gary's group. I'll tell my spotter to run down and tell him how many people are up here.
All right. They're gonna like leave, and after like a minute or two, Gary, as you're sitting there, one of the other like masked figures is gonna pull up and whisper something. Well, they're gonna try and whisper to you, but you had to bend down to get it. Uh, it's like there's a contingency of 10 paladins coming to the warehouse right now.
My eyes widen.
I think someone knows something.
There's no way for us to forward that information down into the sewers.
Does
Mm.
anyone have an animal companion?
We have horses.
One would say the best animal companions.
Let's
Yeah.
send Molly down there on a
Certainly the
crane.
easiest to get into the sewers, a horse.
Yeah, in a harness.
Oh yeah, you know, horses well known for the ability to get through tight spaces.
Famously.
Have they conveyed to me where these paladins are? Are they like entering the building, or are they still marching up to it?
They are currently marching out to it. I don't really have a map to show you because we don't have the setup for it, but
Yeah.
let's say you're facing towards the front of it. They're like imagine this, but in square form. You're about here, right? Watching for the entrance, and they're coming from over here. If I can get in focus over here.
Okay.
They're kind of marching towards the corner.
Yeah, they're kind of like marching your way, but they're coming from that angle.
Got it. Okay. I have a plan brewing, and it's going to involve... Is there a way for me to convince the NPC that is with me to go with this plan? Like, is there something that I could roll?
What is your plan, and then we can apply anything that may apply to
So,
it.
the plan that I'm coming up with right now is Gary wants to take off his mask and run up to those paladins and name like just some business that's on the street and run up like, "Oh my god, look, somebody was robbing that business down the street," and then have the NPC, already getting a head start running away, so that maybe they're distracted and the paladins have some reason to go elsewhere.
Okay. It will be I keep wanting to call it by its third edition name. Uh, give me a persuasion roll. It won't be a particularly high DC.
Okay. Okay, well that was a nat 1 plus 1. So Oh,
You
wait, hang
actually
on.
convince them, but they're the worst actor in the
I
town.
have a yeehaw.
Oh yeah, you did earn your yeehaw.
So let me just roll that one more time.
All right. For
Hope for
our
the best.
viewers, or when earning your yeehaw means you get an inspiration point, which means you get to re-roll a roll.
I rolled a nat 20.
Yes.
There you go. Damn, I'm not gonna earn yeehaw. I'm not gonna give someone a yeehaw for rolling a nat 20 after a yeehaw, but that sounds like it'd be a good time to do it normally.
I feel like you earned it.
No, all right, it's gonna look the best figure is gonna look at you and like, yeah, all right, there's Gary's pizzeria and no,
I'm Gary.
You're so well established so fast.
Barry's Pizzeria.
Harry's pizza. No, there's a saloon down the road a bit. It's the Lion Crow.
Okay, gotcha. So I'm gonna tell this guy to go and get a head start from down there, but stay visible on the roads until he sees me making a ruckus or hears me making a ruckus.
The companion who is with you is going to hide, by the way. Like they're gonna take this opportunity to hide.
Got it. Okay.
So yeah, is gonna go over there to right by the pub there and is gonna wait for your signal, basically.
Got it. Okay. So he is set and ready to go. From where I am, how close are the paladins to the front door?
I would say they're about like they're just about to get there. It probably wouldn't
Okay.
be more than like 3 minutes.
Got it. Okay. 3 minutes. Okay, I want to wait for them to get like close so that, I can kind of see if I can get the ones by the door involved as well.
Okay. All right. They will eventually, arrive to the main entrance of the warehouse.
All right. Um all right, so once they arrive, I'm going to start running down the street towards them. Oh my goodness. Oh my stars. You lot down there. You seem like a fine bunch. You must help me. You must help me. That tavern down the street there. It's currently it just got robbed, you see. We got stuck up, I tell you. You got to do something. The criminal's going to get away.
So, 2 things. I'm not going to be a jerk about this. You didn't take off the clock. I'm not going to be a jerk about it. Like, I'm just going
Oh.
to say you expelled it. Give me a deception check.
Got it. Deception. I'm pretty
Nope.
good at that.
Got a +3.
I got a 10.
There's like, all right, one of the gentlemen you could tell is probably like a higher rank than the other just because of his stature, demeanor, and slightly shinier armor. It's like, all right, you 3, go check it out.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I do appreciate. Do you need to take a statement from me or anything?
Yes, give me the entire situation in detail. And they
Oh, of course. There was this crew that rolled in. They seemed to have every window and door covered. I mean, I only saw the one gentleman actually enter, but I did see them from every window in the place. They didn't seem to want to, hurt any common folk like me. I ran out of that place as fast as I could. You see, I'm a fine gentleman here, as you can see. I don't like conflict, but you see, from start to finish, these folks in hoods with crescent eyes showed up, and one of the biggest ones gets inside and essentially holds up the place. The barkeep was caught off guard by this. Didn't have
hold
time to grab his weapon should he had one.
hold up. Crescent
Yeah.
eyes. Did they have anything else recognizable on them?
Well, they were wearing cloaks. I couldn't really tell what was going on there.
Did they have an eclipsed sun right here, or like a moon?
Now that you mention it, yes, I believe they did.
Sir, you're lucky to be alive.
Really? They didn't seem to be looking for violence or anything like that. It seemed to just be a run-of-the-mill robbery.
Well, what you just dealt with is members of the cult of Skrella.
Cult of Skrilla. I've heard whispers of this. You're telling me that's who this was?
Of Skrella, and yes, give me a
Oh.
knowledge, either history or religion check.
History. I have 0 in both, so I'm just gonna.
Okay.
That's a 12 up and down. Any way you face it.
All right. So with the 12, with your understanding of that, did you approach that from a history angle or a religion angle?
History.
From what you know, the cult of Skrella has popped up in the last 100 years. It's a fairly new cult to the realm, and they are basically worshippers of like dark magic. And they act in direct defiance of the Church of Lemira. They're often known for stealing, killing, burning down buildings, some level of general terrorism, basically. And they're actually one of the most wanted group of individuals in the kingdom.
Well, these zealots must have had some sort of reason for coming after this bar, don't you think?
I agree. Give me. I'm trying. I see you're trying to. Well, where am I? No, hold on. There we go. Sorry, my Zoom is acting up. Are you trying to get more guards? Basically, that going that way with that
Yeah.
last comment. All right. Give me another Give me another deception check, but with advantage.
Okay.
Because you're working the system.
Yeah. So perception or deception rather with advantage. That's a 18.
Hell yeah.
All right. There we go. So he's gonna pull out his short sword. Ben, you're coming with me. And he's gonna take like all the guards within this area. He's not pulling some from the warehouse, but he's taking the 2 at the gate and
Mhm.
the 7 remaining of his group.
Oh, thank you, sir. It looked like the one that went inside was getting away up the road, probably about a mile or 2 down.
All right. You stay back. Be careful. They will murder you.
Oh, trust me, I'm locking my doors tonight, sir. Thank
Yes,
you for your sacrifice and your hard work.
I just want to point out as the GM, like Gary is saying all this about he's scared. He is a 7 foot tall, ripply muscled individual.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
He's a giant of a man with like huge muscles. He's like, I am so scared right now.
Mm-hmm. He's not the
Shaking in his
fighting type.
extremely
Yeah.
large boots. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really lucky that the cult had a hooded cloak in his size.
It didn't. My ankles were showing when I put it on.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, he's dressed kind of like a decadent dandy, you know. So
Yeah.
I think that they can probably assume like, oh, this gentleman doesn't really get out much.
I'm just gonna say this for reference. Like it was very like not suspicious, but just like what is this guy talking about? But you rolled so high, it was like it didn't break reality. It was just convincing enough, basically. And like, yeah, okay, maybe we just got some guy who lifts weights but does not fight. Like that is a thing that does happen. So
I mean, I'm a Goliath. I'm just naturally that big.
there you go.
You gotta trust a man in an ascot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why Scooby Doo did so well. Everyone trusted Fred.
I
Or is
mean,
it a
honestly,
crevasse?
even The Rock would lose it against a knife or a sword, you know?
Yeah.
That's
Mhm.
fair. That's fair.
All right. So as those guys are running away towards the danger, once they're like, you know, out of range of whatever we're doing here, I kind of look up towards Susie and just tip my hat a little bit. I'm not wearing a hat, but I just do the motion.
Tip the hood. You've got a hood, so you
Nice.
can like. No, wait,
Yeah.
you left that behind so that you
Yeah.
could appear. So yeah, just fake tip the hat.
Yep. And then I'm gonna go and put that cloak back on in the shadows.
All right. So as you proceed for what's it? Oh,
I snuck up on you. I heard that.
ah. As you proceed forward, then you eventually come out from under one of the like manhole covers that is from one of the other ladders leading out. Like, all right, when we get into here, this is going to be a very tricky procedure. So we need to make sure that when we the way we go forward is careful. Also, the way we get the dirt is going to require something very precise. So make sure you listen to what I tell you
Right now, or am I just following your lead as we get in there?
as we get in there.
All right.
All right. She climbs up the ladder and walking goes above anyway. And I'm assuming you're doing the same.
Yeah, I follow her up once she gets up there and nothing immediately bad happens.
As you arrive in there, you're going to see something that actually, give me a knowledge nature from you.
Nature. That's a 5.
What you see in front of you as you step out is a rare sight, although you don't entirely know why. So at the top of this warehouse is what is essentially like a glass dome to let sunlight in. It's currently nighttime, so obviously the only thing you're going to see is some starlight. Directly below this like glass dome, is what you can only describe as the most magnificent tree you've seen in your life. You don't know what it is. It sounds very familiar from years of training with your family and through your time through paladinship, but you don't know entirely what it is. But it is luscious, it is green, and you feel a sense of calm radiating from it.
Do I have time to do a quick investigation on it, or does it seem like we're moving?
What are you doing with this investigation? What are you trying to find out?
I kind of just want to look a little bit closer, see if there's any defining features. I mean, it's not like redo the nature roll, but I kind of just want to see if there's anything maybe specific. And it's no, you're right. That's all the nature roll.
Okay.
So, yeah, I guess we just follow.
It's like she's like, we need to take as much dirt as we can from the soil that is beneath this tree without disturbing the tree.
All right, absolutely. Do we have bags or anything?
She's gonna go over, grab a pot, just like a big pot,
Mhm.
like clay pot. And it's like, this is what we're using.
All right. I'll start. I mean, I think I take a second to follow their lead if the third person goes first, just to see kind of how careful we need to be. It looks like they've done this before, so I want to make sure I'm not doing anything that's gonna mess with it.
Give me another knowledge nature roll, and we'll just kind of treat that as like how you're proceeding via the digging part of this.
Okay. That is a 9. Wait, it's a. You said it's a nature or a. What is
Dexterity.
dexterity? For a dexterity, it is an 8. For a nature, it is a 9.
We'll go and go with the 9. It's gonna take a bit of time because basically because of the roll, but you do kind of dig through it, doing your best, basically not to damage any of the roots or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
After a few minutes, we're gonna go and shift back over to Gary and Susie. The paladin that you were speaking to earlier is gonna walk up towards you, or is gonna come back with his retinue, basically, and handcuffed. And in the center of this group is the cloaked figure that you had try and escape.
Okay. That sucks. I'm
And then
gonna lean over to my guy and say, "Well, that is not ideal."
I'll send my spotter down to get the lowdown.
Spider will come back after a few minutes and basically relay what just happened. And as you will notice, they eventually all of them start heading towards the warehouse. All 13 of them, which includes the prisoner.
They're going into the compound.
Yeah.
Okay, I will scurry farther along down the road, still facing the compound, but like going over roofs, and I will shoot one of the lanterns and then duck back into cover.
All right. Go ahead and, I mean, it's not gonna be a hard thing to hit, but give me an attack roll on that lantern.
That's a 14 plus, let's see, plus 4, so 18.
All right. Yeah, you hit. It's not very high. It's a stationary item. It hits, and then the flame erupts off of it, landing some of it on the ground. It caught the attention of the paladin, basically. I'm gonna need a hide check from you, or a stealth. Why can I not remember shit today? I apologize. Stealth check.
Can I get advantage because I'm up high and in the dark?
Yeah.
It's a good thing I needed it. 18.
All right. And they're screaming, "What the hell? What's going on? What's going on?" Everyone's got their swords and crossbows and flails out, and they're trying to figure out, what's happening here. Let's see if they see Susie hiding. They most certainly don't. A 6 is not good enough. 6 before bonuses. You are gonna see all this as it's happening there, Gary. You're gonna see like the light explode, and then they're pulling out the weapons. They're like, what's going on?
Okay.
Are you wearing the mask currently? I know you're wearing the cloak, but are you wearing the mask?
Mm, no. Is that the wrong? I don't know what the right answer is. That depends. Do they see me?
Should I be?
Well,
I feel like neither answer is good.
I assume you're skulking behind a pillar or inside a business. Or
Yeah,
something.
I was picturing myself in an alleyway.
They're not going to notice you at this moment, but they are going to notice one's going to point his sword next to you. Not where you're at, but next to you. And if you look, you're gonna look over, it's your companion who is currently wearing the same mask as the person that they just captured.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm gonna take off the cloak pretty quickly.
They're gonna start running in your direction.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna sit on the ground against the wall and with my hands behind my back.
That's an interesting way to approach that. Yeah.
Mhm.
We are burning these cultists. This is great.
I don't give a shit about them. I don't know these
Matter to
guys.
us at all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're not here for the cultists.
All right. The cultist is going to run from obviously, and they're gonna approach you, and like just because of your general association in your area, they're going to shackle your arms.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna shackle your hands. Excuse me.
Okay, yeah. Thank God you gentlemen came back. That rascal had me cornered down here.
Yeah, we'll have to talk about it. We'll get your full statement on this one, sir.
Oh, listen, I understand completely. I hope you know I intend to comply.
Oh, good. Is this yours? He's gonna hold up the cloak that you dropped.
No, there was another gentleman here who saw y'all coming. He ditched the robe quick. He was smarter than this other guy, and he ran before this guy got the chance to go.
So I have skulked back to the far corner at the end of the alley, and I will reach over and try to shoot the guard that has him in the leg.
Oh, Susie Ann's coming in hot. All
Wait,
right.
can I say one more thing to this guard before you do that?
Yeah, go
Because
ahead.
I just thought of it and I think it'll be funny.
Hold on, I want to say real quick. I said Susie Ann's coming in hot, but that's like Susie Ann's MO this entire campaign so far is just coming in hot.
Yeah. So I say the whole thing about the other guy that escaped, and then also, what do you mean is that mine? Does this look like it could fit me? It would go down to my ankles.
See, this is normally what I'd say deception with advantage because that is a good point. But I think the whole thing is going to be dropped in just a second here because roll. Susie Ann, go ahead and
I
roll
am
with advantage.
Yeah, I'm using my hand crossbow here with the body shock poison. I have advantage. Why? Because it's a sneaky shot.
It's a sneaky shot. Remind me what the DC was in the body shock poison.
Is it 13 or 11? 17 plus 5, 22.
So the one who's arresting you currently, has got Gary shackled and is talking. I'm holding up the like cloak, and he just gets like pelted in the back. He cries out in pain, which I don't want to yell into my mic, so imply that here. And then just kind of like
Wilhelm scream.
Yeah, thank you. And then just kind of collapses sideways, still breathing, mind you, but it just falls to the ground with the other.
Lord,
And
with
I
the
will
other.
chuck a roof slate like around the corner, way down the alley, to try to throw them off the scent, and then I'll hide again.
All right. Give me another stealth roll.
14.
All right. Let's see.
Unless I have advantage, in which case I will
I'm
roll
throwing the
again.
tile.
You rolled a 14.
Yeah.
So you're gonna hear there's somebody on the rooftops.
Shit.
And they're gonna like the building that you're on top of, they're gonna burst through the front door. Like, they had to take a few minutes. They don't have the keys or anything, but they're gonna be like ramming into the door shoulder first.
So I grab dude and I urge him to run as far away as possible, like jump over buildings or whatever he can do to get out of the area.
Oh yeah, he does some sick parkour stuff. Just
And I do
there.
not follow him. In fact, I lay hidden in the dark.
They're gonna look at two of the guards, and be like, we're gonna stop the person up there. You two stay with him. We're gonna take him to the warehouse and interrogate him.
Who, me? Take me to the warehouse?
Yes.
Okay. Do what you must, officer.
And they're gonna burst the building. I gotta ask Suzanne, what's your plan here? What's your game plan?
Is there like an air conditioner I can hide behind? I don't know. Is there any
Nah, technology's
stuff
not
up
advanced
here?
that far yet.
There's not like a tarp or a
There is a
tent.
well, I'm forgetting the term here suddenly. Basically like a spout for fireplaces. I'm forgetting the proper name here.
A
for something.
chimney?
Chimney?
Chimney. Thank you. There's a chimney you could hide behind.
Okay, I will do so, and I have my hand axe and sickle out.
All right. So at this moment, they're taking Gary back to the warehouse. You're currently pinned to the chimney. As you're digging, Ven, you start to hear the sounds of the fall of boots coming towards the entrance of this warehouse.
Do Lady Malaise or the other person with us seem phased at all?
That has perked their interest. So like, wait, what's going on?
Well, it sounds like somebody's headed this way. Do we have a plan?
Yeah, leave. Unfortunately, we didn't get enough, but we'll have to leave.
What we have is better than losing everything if they find us.
Yeah, let's get out of here. Um, Lady and the just I'm gonna call them as they are right now, henchmen. Henchmen are gonna head down the sewer, and as you're getting ready to do so, can I get a perception check from you? Perception.
That is a 21.
Okay. I'm gonna say this, and then I think we'll take a quick 10-minute break. Leading through the front door, you're gonna notice two people, like as you're going down, right? So you saw some like you're obscured a bit by the manhole cover. You're gonna see a group of what looks like quite a few paladins, and at the front, pointing it with like short swords at their backs and shackles on their arms. You're going to see Gary and one of the other henchmen that was with the outside group.
All right. And in my head, I'm just like, I'm coming back for you, Garrison. And then I go down the manhole.
All right, let's take a quick 10-minute break or 5-minute break. Excuse me. Take a quick 5-minute break.
Yeah.
Refuel, use the bathroom, do what you need to do, and we'll be right back.
Sweet.
Let's do it.
Bye. And we're back.
Bow.
Welcome back.
Thank you back.
So when we left off on the break, the Gary and his accomplice have been pulled into the warehouse. They're going to be questioned, and on the way out, Ven saw them as they were being led inside to the warehouse.
Hey, at least now I know where they are.
Yeah.
Thank you, Beck. Yes.
Yeah, I made a joke in the chat. Thank you back. I'm as.
But that goes along with the line that Az likes so much. They put it in their bio at one point where it said, "No shit, French Sherlock."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, French Sherlock.
That's also a good shirt, by the way.
Pardon my shit, but no French Sherlock.
Thank you. Yeah.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, we condensed it.
Mm-hmm.
Or I'm just saying we can make that into a T-shirt, merch plug if we ever actually get merch. Merch plug.
Mm-hmm.
Contact
Now-
your senators if you want merch.
Contact your local state representatives if you want merch from our show that doesn't have merch currently. So do it. This is peer pressure. I'm peer pressuring you now.
PR pressure.
PR pressure. That's right. Okay. So that's where we're at currently. Then you're currently escaping into the sewers. What are you doing from here as for reference?
Yeah, I mean, I closed the manhole behind me. I kind of want to see if those two would no, they're not going to care that a henchman's in there, I don't feel like. Yeah, I mean, I'll check to see if they seem like they care at all about going back for their man.
All right, go ahead and roll me let's see, insight roll. Do an insight roll. You'll have disadvantage on the masked person because of mask.
Well, that's a second one didn't matter. I rolled a 4 and then I rolled a 19. So the 19 wouldn't have mattered anyway. So I got a 5.
They seem calm. Yeah. They seem
Peaceful. All right.
peaceful. Yeah. Pretty zen right now, all things considered.
Who doesn't love gardening? It's
right.
great for stress. Yeah. Okay.
They got the garden going on. They got their mind on their favorite podcast at the moment.
Getting your hands in the soil really just brings things into perspective.
oh,
Okay.
for certain.
All right, gang. Well, I feel like getting out is important, but also those are our guys up there, so I want to know if we have any sort of plan for getting them out of trouble, out of hot water.
Mm-hmm.
We'll need to regroup at our headquarters to do that from there.
Do you think they'll be okay for that long?
I don't know,
I
It's
guess they're gonna
Reservoir
have to
Dogs
be.
rules.
but there are only a handful of us, and we need to regroup with people who are on the scene.
All right, well, let's boogie, and I start trying to get us to go as fast as I can.
I was about to make a joke, but even I found that lazy. I was like, "Oh yeah, just play the Boogie Nights theme on your way out."
No, it's just this short little man just kind of, come on, gang.
Yeah. All right. So the end, you see that your friend and teammate Gary has been led into the warehouse with that contingency of men, as well as with the person who was with him.
Okay. I throw the mask onto like a part of the roof, no, not the mask, the hood, cloak, just kind of on the corner of the building, like they might think I ran off the edge.
Okay.
Is the guy I sent along making noise?
Yeah, he's doing some sweet tricks, parkouring, dude. He does that thing where he like runs forward and uses his handstand to like walk a bit first,
Really
and
making a
then,
meal of it.
yeah,
Hell yeah.
really chewing the scene, that one. Let's see if they were gonna follow. And the answer is that they're going to follow the guy you had set off. And then that's what I'll say because it doesn't make entire sense otherwise. After they left to go follow him, also doing a bunch of series of sweet tricks, but a lot more clumsy because they're in full plate armor. You're gonna look over and see the other men taking Gary into the warehouse.
Cool. I
Wonder-
will slowly walk down to the inside the building.
Sorry, I'm laughing at the joke of people in full plate armor trying to do parkour. That's a slow bird joke. Anyway, so you'll call down from the side of the building, yeah. Um, my mind jumped ship, so I believe that's what you had said. I apologize.
Mm-hmm.
What are you gonna do from here? You got
Did they take their injured man in with them?
they did, yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna go to the entry to the sewer. Just kind of stay in the back alleys till I get there.
Okay. Gary, as you're being led into the warehouse, you're going to notice uh well, a large tree in the center of this warehouse.
Okay.
Can I get a knowledge nature from you?
You better than I did.
That's a nature check, yeah?
Yep. Or you can do history.
Okay. Let's try history because I had a good run with that before.
All right.
13.
How much?
13.
You know this only from your times of dealing with different severity types. Specifically, you know this to be a very valuable kind of item. It has
Uh-huh.
been sold in the last 1,000 years as a sage tree. It is the only tree known to be able to like bless dirt where things like food can actually grow from them. If
Mm-hmm.
someone can get a hold of one of these, they could sell the blessed dirt by the barrel.
Is this common knowledge?
It is not common knowledge. This is where
Okay.
your criminal background kind of like kicks in here.
Got it. Okay.
Because it's mostly whispered out like urban rumor kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But now you're seeing one in front of you because it is pretty descriptive. It's gnarled. It has lots of twists. It's twists and bends, and it's like surprisingly big. Surprising in comparison to the fact that most of the trees you see nowadays are dead. So it's thriving.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you notice as a sage tree.
Okay.
Is there a manhole cover near there?
Ish. It's not like next to Gary. It's about it's like 20 feet from it.
Hmm.
No,
All
not
right.
20, like 10 feet from it, so they can drain water into it, basically.
All right. I'm just complying with whatever the guards are, telling me to go to here.
All right, 1 second.
Now, I do understand why you want to speak with me, but and I even to a degree understand why I have been cuffed. I mean, found at the scene of the crime. You do want to question me, I assume, but why do you have me walking in here with this assailant? This is I assure you I have no part in this.
Uh,
I'll tell you whatever you need to know.
so it seems like you're trying to convince them, like you're, what's the word I'm trying to get? You're insulted that
Innocent
you're bringing Brian.
bystander. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not even that insulted. It's just I want to try and get away from this other dude. I
give,
want to tell them what they want to hear so that I can leave.
give me a deception roll,
Okay.
with disadvantage
With disadvantage.
because they saw you with the guy, the previous guy.
Okay. 12.
Sir, I'm not saying that you are with this person, but I'm saying that there are evidence that you may have some, at least minor affiliation.
What evidence is this?
You have been seen with one of their members. You were next to one of their cloaks.
I was being assailed and the cloak doesn't fit.
That's funny because the only person who got assailed was my man, not you.
I mean, you came at just the perfect time. I was being, mugged and taken
I
aside.
should have shot Gary.
Look, if the cloak doesn't fit,
You must have quit.
quit.
Sorry to interrupt there.
Look, I'll tell you whatever you need to know. I just want to get out of all this mess and get these hooligans, these cultists under control.
They're going to take you to the back office. They're gonna like bring out a couple chairs and tell you to sit down. With your companion there. Can look you straight in the eyes. So you're saying, tell me right now, are you in no way working with the cult of Obscala?
Absolutely not. I did not even know the name of these assailants until you mentioned it to me earlier. I never thought I could even, be victimized by these people. You don't think it'll happen until it happens to you.
I'm gonna need a deception roll, even though it is a half truth.
Okay. 13.
He's gonna look over at your masked companion there and lift off the mask. It is I didn't plan for this part, so it is a young feminine human. This is yeah. And it was like, and you mixing up with cults. Are you saying that he is not with you? They're gonna deny it. Like, nope, I don't know this person. I don't know them in the slightest, and I had to roll for them. A stat once again I did not prepare for, but let's just say they're
Yo,
equivalent.
they're
That's
very
the
good at
homie
deception.
right there. That's the homie right there.
I mean, if you're in a cult, you're probably trained in it. Unless you're just a rube. Because you got to sneak under the radar and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Don't like that.
Well, so I had to do quick character graphs in my head. The idea was like, oh, they're probably equivalent to like a level 1 rogue. Maybe they have expertise in deception, right? So they got like a +4. That's just that's fine. They rolled a 16, which is pretty good. But the paladin rolled a natural 20.
Oh,
Ah.
you are fucked.
And he's just gonna look over at the cultists and then back at you and just like, I don't think I believe you.
And what evidence do you have to suggest? I want quantifiable, real evidence that links me to this person.
Because I think an innocent person wouldn't be demanding evidence like that.
An innocent person wants to see justice served to his assailant.
But after I had said that, your tone was more of an accusatory tone towards me.
Now listen here, sir. I don't know your name or your standing or anything, but I'll have you know I didn't want to pull this card. I am on good terms with Mayor Vendraco.
Since you're not lying, let's see. I got a roll slam for you real quick. Well, something against you, I guess. That's a nat 19. So your team member is gonna look up and go, "Wait, what?"
This is why you needed to be alone.
Do we need to retcon that a little bit if you want to word it that differently, or do you want to proceed forward there? We can't do like a full retcon, but we can kind of work around this real quick.
I mean, there's nothing I can do to change how stupid the person sitting next to me is, right? Like
Yeah, no.
That's fair.
this is gonna come up anyway. So tell me, is it just me, this other cultist, and the one paladin in the room right now?
There are a total of 3 paladins currently. There's
Yeah,
the
okay.
one talking to you, and then 2 in the at the door.
Okay. Okay, so I'll tell you what then. In response to the cultist saying, "Wait, what?" I'm gonna turn and look at them and say, "Yeah, you decided to pick trouble with one of the aristocrats staying in town currently. I bet you didn't think about that, huh?"
You said you were a mercenary.
What the fuck, man? That wasn't in character.
Above table. What the fuck?
I said that because I was trying to intimidate you in the alleyway. And I'm doing my best to stare daggers at this person.
Right. Heads. All right, here's what to do. Give me a performance roll, and we'll just treat it like an innuendo situation where you're just like, come on, you idiot. Pick up the pieces.
Okay, nat 20 plus 1.
All right. I was like, yeah. What? He's right. He told me that he was an aristocrat. Well, he told me he was a mercenary at the time. But I was too smart for him, I guess.
I mean, I don't really look the mercenary type, now do I?
Yes, the 7 foot tall, thing muscled gentleman does not. Does not. He was a target for money. I was robbing him. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get another performance check for you. This is for the paladin. You will have an advantage because they are assisting you, though.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a counter roll on this one. Actually, you know what? No, here's what I'm gonna do. I brought it in the first session. I'm bringing it in the second session. I'm gonna roll 2d12, and you have to get the DC based off of that. And this
Okay.
big could happen if you succeed.
Okay. So am I still rolling twice here?
Yeah, you still rolling twice though.
Okay. So the first one is a 13, and that including the plus 1, and the second one is 19 plus 1, 20.
You got the DC.
Sweet.
Go ahead and mark it. You've earned a yeehaw. Mark the yeehaw.
Yes, I love my
Yeehaws.
yeehaws.
Yeehaw.
That'll be helpful in this situation, I'm assuming.
It's like, all right. I think that there's been a misunderstanding on the part of you, sir. We're gonna escort you out the warehouse. Yeah, you're free to go.
Thank you.
And the paladin that's talking to you is like tightens his gauntlet. No problem. It's gonna be a very busy night, and you just hear the sound of leather just like tightening up.
As I'm being escorted past him, I'm gonna just, don't be afraid to use the full extent of the law on him, if you know what I'm saying.
Sir,
It's,
the church
Go ahead.
the church is the law.
Oh, don't I know it? But it might be nice to know that you have an aristocrat in your corner. And I kind of ruffle my ascot a little bit and continue on my way.
Duly noted. And then he's gonna just rear up and punch the guy. I don't want to describe what is going to be violent torture, because I don't want to get flagged on Twitch for it. But yeah, it is not a punch out of vengeance. It's a punch out of I need information.
This is some frontier justice right here.
This is so amazing that everything just happened the way that it did.
As you're being escorted out, you're going to hear punch, 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 until they escort you out of the premises of the warehouse.
All right. So just a quick head count. How many goons are left? There's the one with Tess and Lady Malaise. Did the one with Susie get away?
We don't know yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Those guys
I
are
was-
probably too slow to catch him, but we'll see.
Because I'd say that this is probably a fairly efficient way to deal with the problems befalling this town.
Just let him catch all the cultists.
Yeah.
So where? So we know where Ben is going. Where is Susie and Gary going from here? Like, what are you doing from here?
Susie will go down into the tunnel and hold a shot for if any guards come into view behind Ven.
All right. After a few minutes, Ben and company will be returning. And yeah, they don't see any guards behind them.
Okay.
Sweet.
And the hench person is carrying a large clay pot.
They
Okay.
got Gary. We got to go back in there.
Oh,
Gar-
Gary will be fine.
Gary comes sauntering down the street.
I do a really good joke.
Oh.
Like, we gotta get Gary. He's still in there. No, I'm fine.
I'm
Doing
okay.
perfectly all right.
Dude, all right.
His
Perfect.
head poking through the manhole.
Yes. Down that whole. No, I'm fine. Y'all folks having a good night. It's been good for you, huh? I almost got tortured.
Okay,
I
I'll
don't
take
know how you
the
did it, but
I'll
all
take the
right.
pot from the cultist and hand it up to Gary.
Oh no, I was making a joke. I'm not gonna tell Az how to play their character.
Oh
that
no,
was-
Gary did saunter up on this party. I'm assuming
Yeah.
like we're out of view of everybody, yeah?
Yeah. Then yeah. All right.
All right,
so
yeah, I'll
I'll
take the pot.
and hand it to Gary, unless they don't let me.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, they'll help. They'll help bring it up. And then
Okay.
Lady and the hench person to come up and like, well, I'm glad to see you all right, but where's your retinue? Talking to Gary on that one.
Well, that's there's a bit of an issue. I was able to get away fine,
Uh,
but that other gentleman is currently being tortured in the warehouse. Now I know.
will grapple Lady Malaise.
I want to make no. Go ahead. Give me an athletics roll real quick, Jeff.
Make a what
Before-
roll?
Since you're, are you
Okay.
actually going to grapple her? I need to know this.
I'm not good at grappling, so I'm going to.
If you're not, I am. So let
I-
her grapple me.
I just handed you the pot. Damn it.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
I'll make the head shift to Ven, like to grab her, and I will try to trip the other guy with my sickle.
All right. Let's see.
So you're all attacking them? Is that the scenario I'm getting?
I think we're assuming that
I think
she's
we're
gonna
subduing
attack
him.
us.
Ah.
They all moved to grapple.
All right. Give me an athletics check. And who are you grappling? The hench person or Lady Malaise?
Lady, because it sounds like Susie is going to trip the henchman.
Okay. Susie, give me a trip attack.
Yeah, 22.
Hey. Now they have it being shove, which is a strength. Could I make a case for it, like using the weapon to trip them as a dexterity?
Yeah, I think that's a pretty logical call. You can use that to trip them.
Cool. I got a 21.
All right, 1 second. I gotta do counter rolls. No, and all right. So, Fen grapples the hench person, and Lady Malaise is currently on her back on the ground, letting out a gasp of air when she landed. Ow! Why did you do that?
Well, I feel like we just provided some information you wouldn't like, and we didn't want anyone to go be too hasty.
I will Oh, I won't be able to use my strength bonus. Oh, I'll say, Gary, do you mind? And I'll pull out a strip of rope for you to tie up her hands.
Sure thing. Just give me one moment here. And then I am. Is the other henchman that was with her? Is he also down?
Grappled. Yep.
Yeah, because there's only one henchman currently around you all, and it is the one that Fen has grappled.
Gotcha. Then I am going to non-lethally strike Lady Malaise with the vase to knock her unconscious.
Yes.
Okay. Roll. She is prone currently.
Dunk.
Yeah, so you'll have advantage on your melee attack.
Okay. So I rolled a hit first, right?
Yeah, you roll the hit first. D20 plus strength plus the proficiency bonus. Took me a second there.
Okay. What is proficiency bonus? What would that be?
+2 for your
+2.
at level 1.
Got it. Okay. So there's a 25 hit.
No, as you know, I don't think a 25 hit. You missed by like 1 point.
Okay.
Yeah, darn heck. Yeah, no, you hit.
Rats. Okay, cool. Should I roll for damage or is it just
Yeah, 1d6 damage plus
okay?
strength.
Mm-hmm. 1d6 is gonna be. Hang on, let me not roll that on my keyboard so that it actually lands on a side.
That's fair.
All right. 7.
Okay. She is still conscious, but she's not looking good after that hit.
Okay.
Clay and dirt is everywhere.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
that
broke
was
the pot. Oh, shit.
That was just to get the pot out of my hands. She's weak enough now. I'm assuming that I could, hog tie her basically.
Yeah, I'd say that's probably fair. Go ahead and give me like a, let's say, strength or dexterity roll. Then also
Yeah, I
the
put the
DC.
sickle to her throat while you tie her up.
Oh,
Alright.
the DC is just like if she tries to escape later. I know what the DC is. That's all it is.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
So I guess I'll roll strength because I'm higher in that. Oh, a nat 20 plus 4 is 24.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm rolling those 20s today, baby.
Might Bean PC said not the pot. Yeah, I'm sorry, Bean. Or Might, whatever, however you want to be called. Unfortunately, the pot has been destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah. So she's tied up. She is, awake, but essentially incapacitated.
Yeah. I'm gonna stand her up. And would you two mind taking care of this other gentleman here and following me?
Absolutely. Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
In response to this scenario, the gentleman you have there is going to try and escape from you.
Of
I want
course
you
he
to
is.
roll an athletics check. This give me athletics versus athletics.
Them two, right?
Do as well as you did last time.
It's specifically just Tess and the NPC here.
Okay.
That's a 9. I like the 22 better. Can we keep that?
I've been holding a hand axe action ready to throw it at him if he escapes.
The hench person like gets out of the grapple and then comes at Gary with a short sword. If you
What
want
is he
to-
thinking?
Well, Gary's the one holding their leader. So
Yeah.
now you could throw your hand axe if you want.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, give me a ranged attack.
Cultists are a dime a dozen. Well, I did roll a 1, though.
So look, I don't do critical failures and something terrible happens. Because otherwise, the funny and unfortunate side effect of that one would be you go to throw it and it hits Ven instead. I'm not going to do that. It's not
It
nice.
It gets dangerously close, and I look embarrassed.
Okay, so this person is gonna hit me with an axe or a
Uh,
sword rather.
Yeah, they're gonna just swipe at you with a sword. What's your AC? What's your armor class?
17.
All right. They hit for 5 points of damage.
All right, so as a reaction to that, I'm gonna go ahead and just activate Stone's Endurance. As a reaction, reduce damage dealt to you by 1d12 plus 2 per short rest.
Wow.
All
Let's
right.
see what that's gonna be. Yeah, so that's 11. So I actually take no damage from that.
You just kind of like shrug it off. You
I'm
flex-
assuming he like hit me from
Gonna be
behind, so
terrifying.
it's just gonna be like a turnaround real slow with like a crazed look in my eye. And that's
Hey,
gonna be intimidation.
hey, Gary. Hey, Gary.
Yeah.
He ruined your petticoat.
Yeah, there's some major intimidation happening when I turn around.
He's
All
real
right.
Gary, yeah.
Give me an intimidation roll. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
10.
I'm gonna give you this. Let's say you have advantage on that simply because
That's
he clearly
terrifying.
did no damage in that attack.
Okay. Well, the 10 we're gonna go with because I got a 4 on the next one.
All right. They they see what you're doing and they're like steadfast on what they're doing. Like their attack did nothing, but they're ready to fight again. So from here it will be initiative. Let me pull up an initiative tracker real quick.
Okay.
That's an 8.
That's a 19.
Hold on,
5.
there's-
So at this moment, Gary is holding
Lady Malaise.
Lady Malay. So Ven, your hands are free now, I guess.
Yeah, one hand's got a hoopok in it and it's ready to fly.
Do it.
I'm forgetting names suddenly. 1 second. Okay. Starting off, Ven, what did you roll?
19.
Gary
5.
and Susie.
8.
I think it makes sense for me to have a low initiative considering I'm holding a tied up woman in one hand, probably.
One second.
I think initiative order basically just follows what just occurred. Almost
Yeah.
exactly.
Kinda, yeah, actually. So yeah, Ven, you're up.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll to hit the cultist with my hoopok.
All right.
That is a 15.
That does hit.
All
your
right.
damage.
That is 3. Oh, sorry, 5.
Okay. It is the henchperson's turn. They're gonna go ahead and take another swing at Gary. And 17 to your AC, right?
Yeah.
Well, they hit. They rolled a nat 19 before bonuses.
Wow.
And 6 points of damage.
6. Okay.
And let's see, next up on the initiative here is going to be Susie.
I will whack him with my sickle. I guess this will be subdual damage.
All right.
No, he has to die. He's gonna tell his people about us. 22.
You hit.
7 damage.
Okay, so with your last upward swing of downward swing with your sickle, you slice across them, and the person slumps to the ground.
All right, I'll put him on my shoulder. I'll wrap him up in the hooded cloak so he doesn't bleed on me too much.
Hmm.
Like
Yeah, you just got your new clothes.
you just hear the lady look up at you both and or you three, and is like, "It was a mistake hiring you."
It sure was.
No shit.
And I'm gonna start walking back towards the warehouse with the tree in it.
All right.
Wait, with all
I'm go-
those guys?
I'm turning these guys into the paladins.
Shouldn't we turn him into the mayor?
Don't the paladins work for the mayor?
Yeah, you're probably
That's an
right.
excellent question.
I guess the mayor was more like their factor in this.
I'm assuming that the paladins showed up, like the 10 extra ones showed up because we talked to the mayor and he sent them.
Okay. Yeah, let's bring him on over. And I'll be like, think I really needed to kill this guy? I mean, I
He was
suppose
probably
I could
going to tell his friends.
And otherwise, he
Yeah.
just kept fighting us.
I could have tied him up. We're so close to the guys. I don't know. I'm probably going to think about this one for a while.
Mhm.
Well, if it makes you feel better, we did tie him up, and that obviously did not work. So, well, we didn't tie him up, but we did get him on the ground. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna knock on the front door of this place with Lady Malaise tied up next to me.
After a few minutes, one of the paladins that you did not talk to directly is like, hi?
Hey there, I'm the gentleman that was released before. I'm looking to speak with your leader again, if I may. Tell him that it's a matter of utmost safety and importance.
And I'll
Yeah,
unload the body. I'll be like, and could you do something with that? I don't really have space for it.
turns out citizens arrests are a lot more difficult than we anticipated.
clearly. Is this a power move? Are you doing
So my
It's
plan
really
here,
just a bit, honestly.
my
Bits
plan
of
here is that
corpses.
once the guy who I was talking to before gets out here, I'm going to unveil my Wayward's Vagabonds badge and tell him the actual truth of what was going on here.
All right. Real quick, for reference, Jeff, that response about the power move was coming from the paladin. That wasn't me, the DM. It was just like,
Okay.
was this a power move?
I'll be
In
like,
a
well, I
manner
mean,
of speaking, I'd say.
yeah, I mean, expressing our bona fides, it's like, if you do something cool and then the guy shows you his badge, it's like, whoa.
I didn't even notice the badge. Like, I had noticed the badge. I was talking about the body dropped in front of me. That was what stood out.
Yeah. Yeah,
'Cause he-
well, Wayward Vagabonds, that's us.
Yeah, let me go get my boss. Be right back. After a few minutes, the head paladin you were talking to has come back. Mill noticed that on the gauntlets on his hand, the gauntlets are currently covered in blood.
Well, you've been busy.
How don't you know it?
Well, so I want to reintroduce myself because I listen. Let me get through this, okay? I
Mhm.
had slightly deceived you before. My name is Garrison. I'm a member of the Wayward Vagabonds. Me and my compatriots here were on an undercover mission investigating the lost soil in the area. And I'm happy to say that we got you right here, the leader of the little pack of cultists that's been causing you so much trouble recently. And I just wanted to make sure she was hand delivered to you, sir.
And I
Well,
will hand over a pouch of whatever we were able to scrounge of the pot and the dirt.
Had a loose
Found this
fistful of
on her.
dirt.
well, it truly has been a productive night.
Sure
I mean,
has been, huh?
I couldn't get much answers out of the cultist back there, but it looks like you kind of resolved this pretty handedly.
Oh, I'd say so. So, how does this go? Do I have to sign any release forms, or do I just hand her over to you?
Oh, you could just drop her off in that room.
Oh, yeah. Come on with me, lady. Let's go. Her name's Lady Malaise, by the way. That's what she told us to call her.
Yeah.
Vin, did you witness them committing any crimes earlier?
Oh, I did. I tried to stop them, but they were trying to steal all that dirt. You know, I came in just to make sure I could get an eyewitness account so we could do what we had to do. And they took the dirt, they went underground, and then we
Oh,
were
and by
able
the
to.
way, if you
Mhm.
need to verify any of this, please talk to Mayor Van Draco. That was real. That was the cultist almost gave me up there, but that was a real thing.
But yeah,
All
you can
right.
check under their fingernails. There's dirt all up in there.
All right. Well, I'm gonna have a busy night. Why don't you three get a good night's sleep? I'll confer with the mayor about this, and we'll talk about it tomorrow morning.
Hey, sounds like a plan, brother. Why did I just became a completely different person.
You're about
I became like Hulk Hogan for a second. What was that?
sounds like the plan,
Thanks,
brother.
brother.
Yeah. Let me take that again. Sounds like a plan, partner. There we go. That was still not the same person, but it was closer.
It's close enough. All right. They're going to tie Lady Malaise to a chair. And I was like, all right, you're not gonna want to be here for this part. You all have a good night.
Sir, do you mind if
You
I
have a
take
good-
one crack at her?
Oh, be my guest.
Gary,
Cool.
come on now. That's not how the vagabonds do.
I feel like they've got this well in hand.
Nah, I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
No, please, I insist. He's gonna like take off a gauntlet and hand it to you.
Oh no.
It's too big. It's too small for my
Yeah.
hand.
Like, do I just slap him with this? Is that what you suggested? I can't put my hand through this, so. And she's been a D&D lord, by the way. Apparently, they don't make the metal to the size. The metal just conforms to the body.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, for the armor. That was a little interesting D&D lore.
So I think that in response to this, Gary is just gonna like walk up to her and just flick her on the forehead.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate that.
You have
Not
a
a-
good night, Barnaby.
Not a problem, my dear.
Mm-hmm.
Madam Sims, catch you on the outbound train. I don't know where you're going.
I know where we're going.
Oh, no, this will probably be my last night.
It
Oh,
seems
they
like
got
that
the
might
death
be
penalty
true.
in this town?
Oh, the church has a death penalty in every town.
Well,
Oh man, that's unfortunate. Well, I'll see you later, Lady Malaise.
You do the crime, you do the time. The
All
eternal
right.
time.
you let us know if there is anything you would like us to tell anyone, and if it doesn't seem like it'll cause us a problem, we'll probably do it.
Yeah,
They tell
despite previous appearances, we are quite trustworthy. You know.
Both. I have to say this. Both the paladin and lady look at you like, no. Clearly, you're not. You get that kind of vibe. It's like you've lied to literally both of us. So
We told them the truth in the end.
But you know what? We got results. Ain't that what matters?
We told him the truth in the end. Is a very good bit.
all
Yeah.
right. So we're gonna. I had to ask, like, are you all doing anything at the end of the night? It's probably about like 1 a.m.
Yeah, I gotta hit the hay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll just skip time. We'll yada yada some stuff. You're currently we're asked to meet with Mayor Vendraco in the morning. He is sitting in his chair, and you would almost say he looks pleased if it wasn't for the fact he clearly never seems to have ever smelled in his life. He looks at the three of you and is like, I got word from the head paladin, the chief paladin, excuse me. And yes, good job. You have done the job I asked for. Your 800 gold has been forwarded to your location there in Yellowbird. You should get it upon arrival.
Excellent. Excellent.
And if you are ever in need of any, if I ever need any jobs to be done, I know who to reach out to.
You know where to find
Um,
us.
Yeah. I don't know why I'm getting like a sus vibe off of this. Can I do an insight check?
Oh yeah, no, go ahead and give it an insight check. What type of sus vibes are you searching for in this insight check?
I don't know. I'm just feeling like he's like concealing something. Like it seems like he's just like, "Yep, the job's done. Get out of here." Like it seems like there's more to this than meets the eye.
Been
You
a
don't
little
think
bit
it
weird
could
since the
possibly be
beginning.
because we're reckless and scary?
I mean, maybe, but I'll find out.
One
with
way
the
to find
insight
out.
check.
Go.
I rolled a 13.
From your roll, so you can tell you don't think he's trying to like kick you out from the vibes that he's giving off. It's more like when you used to do crimes for crime bosses, and they would be pleased at the results of things
Mhm.
getting done because he knows that they just got their way. And it's that same kind of like menacing, like I just got my way kind of vibe.
Gotcha.
That makes it grayer than before.
Mm-hmm. Oh, by the way, Mayor, there's a little bit of information that maybe you would like to know besides the information of the leader of the cult. And I tell him the location of the safe house nearby.
Hmm. A little on the nose, but all right. Good to know.
Figured you would appreciate some intel there. Now I'm no Sal Nussbaum or anything. I ain't gonna charge you extra for that.
Does he have any
Which-
reaction to Sol Nussbaum? Do we know that he knows who that is? No.
Sal
Does he have any
Nussbaum,
reaction?
the well-known information broker, yes.
That's
I
fair. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair.
like it's peculiar that they chose that inn to be their base. It's almost like hiding in plain sight. Plain sight. They represent the eclipse after all. That's their whole motif.
I mean, what better place to do business? Am I right?
True. And I can't just go around raiding businesses without people in the public be knowing about it. So
But I think if I were you, I'd keep an eye on it.
yeah.
I wouldn't
That bartender,
mind,
though, that bartender, he's a nice gentleman. I don't think
Stuart's a
he's
good
involved.
man.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you got any leverage on Stewart, you could maybe use him as one of your informants.
I don't have leverage now, but given what has happened last
Hey,
night, I now have
I'll,
leverage.
I'll give you some leverage. You get that guy drunk, he'll tell you whatever he wants.
He'll have a good time doing it.
You think there, as we're going out, you think there'll be a power vacuum in this town now that we got rid of Lady Malaise?
Imagine so,
What a
right?
question.
I just want to be like for the prospect of Gary, because it's like a Gary thing to say. Is like, I feel like that would be a situation in which that would be entirely the issue of the town, and we have nothing to do with.
We did what we came for, so unless they call us back, I feel like we may never know.
That's right.
All right,
What's this town
Uh,
called again?
Amarillo.
Amarillo.
Let's put Amarillo in the rearview mirror.
And not canon, but the joke is as you're taking the train into the sunset, the town is on fire.
Sunglasses come down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Another
right.
job well done.
We saved the town.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
getting close to the ending of the session, but I want to wrap some stuff up real quick before we do so. So you do get back to Yellowbird. When you arrive, I have names written down. I need to memorize them all. I didn't. 1 second. Also, I need to buy a new mouse. That's just a side note. There we go. See, if we ever get this in like just pure audio version, I'm just going to trim it down where this type of stuff is just not in it in the slightest. All right. You get back into town, you go to the Wayward Vagabonds office, you meet up with Dolly, who, as we mentioned back in like the second episode, is the head of the local chapter of the Wayward Vagabonds.
Yes.
I was like, all right. Now I managed to get the money. Here's the 800 gold between the three of you.
How does that
and-
split?
You had to pick a number that's hard to split now, didn't you? Now we're gonna have internecine warfare over that one gold piece.
It's for reference out of character is 266.666. So we'll just say
265, and we each get a drink.
yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Actually, that's
and-
gold, not per. That's nope.
But
we
Dolly's-
get a big party for our friends.
Oh, that's fun! A pizza party.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have
Welcome to
added
Pizza Party with the fellow
265
vagabonds.
gold to my
Uh,
bag.
Dolly's gonna look over at you. Well, Susie, I'm not the one who decided the amount. Okay, it's a bounty. The bounty player, the bounty hunt, or the bounty placer is the one who places the bounty. Are we really getting into this right now, there, Susie Ann?
Dolly, I'm sorry about her. It's just in the future, if you can manage it, having a bounty that we can split evenly 3 ways would probably be better for us as a team.
I mean, like I said, they asked for you specifically, and that was their bounty amount. You could have denied it. I told you the amount of the
Okay,
payment.
well, since you are the broker between this exchange, if you could, I don't know, say put 2 more gold pieces on the table.
Especially if they're asking for us by name. I feel like we got a little wiggle room, a little
Yeah.
something to. If they want us, we can kind of name our price. Not too much, but like maybe like a little bit.
I will keep that in mind. Next time I'll ask for 802 gold for a
Mhm.
mission.
We really appreciate that, Dolly.
Yeah,
Now-
no problem.
now do
This
you
is
want
why
us
you're the
to-
best in the biz.
Do you require a little juice? Do we need to kick something back for your administrative expenses?
Oh no, they pay for that in addition to the bounty. So
Oh,
like,
right on.
bounty was 800, and then and then the way WV takes a couple offset. Well, not off that, but they pay an admission fee basically.
Okay,
So-
well, I figure I could get you some flowers, maybe a nice Chianti, I don't know, fantasy wine.
You know, Susanna, I think I'm fine. You all enjoy your day. If I hear the rumblings of another mission for you all, but in the meantime, I think you deserve some time off.
I appreciate you, Dolly.
I appreciate
I appreciate you. And you know what, Susie Ann, I appreciate you too. Thank you for getting the job done on the mission parameters. I appreciate that. All right.
Amazing.
As you're walking out of the office, Solnet, the representative you talked to for Solnet's bomb back in like the 2nd episode.
Good friend.
Yeah, I got his name written down and I should keep it.
I think it was like Corey or something.
Jared.
Jared.
I was very close.
Jared's getting up to you. Hi. Okay, so I have the information you asked for. And I want to remind you of the rule about Hearn, pointing at Suzanne, never walking into my storefront again.
Gotcha. So for us to get the intel right now, does that involve us going to your storefront, or do you currently have it? Because I can tell her to wait up.
No, I'm here to prevent that happening altogether. I'm
Hey,
bringing
that's a
the
good idea.
information to you.
This is why you're a smart guy, Jared.
Yeah, you know, when Soloness hired me, it was because of my organizational skills and the ability to not have my building big red sack.
So what's the intel?
Oh, yeah.
Sharpening a knife out front.
So the intel in question that was bought, was about the look. Let's see, it's gonna flip through some papers. It is about the location of the Surefoot clan.
Sounds right to me.
That's very interesting.
It's a little outdated, but some people like to follow threads. But this is, yeah, it's their last known location according to the records I have.
Okay.
And does he hand us that or?
Yeah, I'll hand do the paperwork.
Okay, perfect.
Basically,
Hey.
it's a copy of it.
Thank you so much, Jared.
Oh yeah, no problem. It's I'm happy to help my store never get ransacked. So,
And hey,
Smart man.
what do I owe you for that?
oh, you owe me making sure she never comes into that store ever again.
Well, hey, you know what? And I'm gonna hand him the one extra gold piece that we got.
Sounds about right.
Pizza
That's-
party canceled.
Little tip for you
Thank you.
for your services.
Uh, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm gonna go. It's only been like 2 days. I have so much more organizing to do. I have a system, as you may know.
I know.
So-
Yeah, I'm aware. The system, the Jared system.
Yeah, I'm gonna get back to fixing that.
You
Uh-huh.
have a good day now, fella.
You too.
And then,
it's getting-
yeah. Oh god,
no, go ahead, Tess.
Susie wasn't with us for that.
I don't know, Susie. Were you there for that?
I peek my head in right at the end and I go, Jared, hi.
He's just gonna like give you the widest of berth at this moment. Just like walk around.
Yeah, that's right.
Did you do something new with your hair? I like it.
I got from like the distance. I got a haircut.
Wait, hang on.
Well-
Have you been using manly oils for your mustache?
It's just like, of course I have. Who doesn't use manly oils for your mustache?
It's grade A mustache oil.
I've added intel on Surefoot Clan to my inventory.
Yeah, as soon as he's gone, I'm like, Susie, I think we got some important information that you might like.
Wow, this is comprehensive.
Apparently
now, did
outdated,
I know
but
their last
He's
location?
got a
is,
system.
is this new to me?
It is new to you. As I think we explored a bit in like the first or second episode, Susie is trying to find her family. So this is like the first like lead you've had in a while.
Cool.
And it says the last known location of the Surefoot clan is Dead Tree, the town of Dead Tree.
How far away is that?
It is about a 3-day train trip.
You guys feel like a road trip?
yeah, I mean, we have some time off.
Absolutely.
All right, let's go to Dead Tree.
All right. And from there, that's a good time to end today's session.
Sweet.
There we go. And we had a lot of fun.
We
I would
did.
like to thank our new followers at Might Bean PC and Nico666. Thank you for the follows.
Thanks,
I would
guys.
like to thank Lady Malaise for popping and Vendraco for popping into the chat. The actual Lady Malaise, not just the name that I ripped off.
I wonder where you got it.
Appreciate you all for being in chat. I want to thank our players as always. Thank you, thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Tess, for being here today.
And thank you, Dean.
Truly.
Well, thank you.
Yes, always.
I'm going to give people an opportunity to plug anything they'd be working on, and I'm going to choose at random tests.
So you can find me on Twitter at Tessa Super Cool. And as always, if you'd like to look at some homemade food, catch me on Instagram at Meals from the Basement.
Generally check them out. I've seen some of the stuff that Tess has posted. They look really good.
That's me. So besides this show, I do a show called It Jams for Thee, which is a Space Jam review and appreciation podcast. I also do a show called the Biodex Cast, which I am trying to get back into now that I'm employed. That was a big fork in everything there for a little bit. It's a Pokemon biology podcast. I do stuff for the Scavengers Network on YouTube. I also do my own personal YouTube at Cal's Calzones. And I have an episode of a show that is called Unsighted coming out very soon, where I'm talking about books that I like.
Oh,
Sweet.
Keep an
nice.
eye out for that.
Cool.
Jeff.
You can find me on Twitter, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Facebook. It's El Jefe Tacoma. And I have a podcast called Shattered Worlds RPG, in which we playtest my original RPG. It's a space opera with cyborg zombies and wizards and spaceships, all kinds of stuff. So check that out, Shattered Worlds RPG.
Yeah.
All right. You can find basically everything that I do at GeekisDean. So that's on Twitter, Instagram, and on TikTok. I mean, who knows how long TikTok's gonna be around, but if you want to follow me, you can. I don't post a whole lot. I don't really have any of the projects besides this one going on right now. I'm hoping to get something going here in a few weeks. Maybe some stuff, but we'll have to see because it all requires some level of producing that I'm not used to yet. So we'll see what happens.
It'll be fun.
In the meantime,
I don't know anything about it, but I hope it'll be fun.
Sounds fun to me.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Also, two things real quick. First, we have reached our follower goal of 30 followers because Adrian the IT has
Woohoo.
followed us on Twitch. Thank you, Adrian, for the follow.
Thanks, Adrian. That's my buddy. That's my Fortnite
Well,
buddy.
thanks, Adrian.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Adrian.
Adrian's a cool guy.
He is.
So we have reached our goal of 30 followers on Twitch. Yay!
Yay!
Ooh.
All right. Unfortunately for Adrian, this is the end of our episode. We'd like to thank thank you, Might Bean PC. Appreciate it. Thank you for the congratulations. We are gonna go ahead and call it for this one. Our session is over. We'd like to appreciate everyone for being here, and we'll catch you again next time on May the 19th, presuming something bad doesn't happen between here and there.
Yeah.
I
Woohoo.
appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
Appreciate.
Preach.
Appreciate you later.
Preach is a new thing I'm gonna be using.